In this video we are going to talk about 10 worst animal parents in the planet. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Motherhood in the wild appears dramatically different from one species to the next. That's because animals have a wide range of inbuilt habits and survival strategies that influence how they care for, or don't care for, their young. When it comes to parenting in the wild, it may be either incredibly adorable or incredibly awful. Some animal mothers coddle their babies, while others take a sink or swim strategy, abandoning their babies soon after birth. That is, of course, how things work in the wild. Because, just like humans, our natural-born instincts guide us when it comes to parenting. Here are 10 of the worst animal parents you'll ever meet. Number 10. Skinks. Is it possible for an egg-laying lizard mother to safeguard her eggs in the case that an overwhelming number of predators congregate around her clutch of eggs? They just respond with better luck next time, and then proceed to devour the eggs before they have a chance to hatch out. However, even while it's best for your parenting efforts to help your own species rather than your predators, it's still a little strange to plunge headfirst into cannibalism without even giving your children a fighting chance. Number 9. Burying beetles. There is an old adage that the oil goes to the person who makes the most noise when burying beetles, and this is strictly adhered to when burying insects. Their home is believed to be a mouse carcass, and their mother is believed to provide them with food by devouring the deceased mammal and regurgitating the meal to her offspring. This results in the fact that, because there isn't enough mouse flesh to feed everyone, the mice who attract mom's attention are the ones who get fed first, and the rest of the mice are devoured by their own mother once they have finished eating their own flesh. Number 8. Rabbits. If you ever got the idea that your mother didn't have enough time for you when you were a youngster, count your blessings that you weren't born as a rabbit and live to tell the tale. Immediately after giving birth, rabbit moms leave their burrows in order to provide for their young, and they only return for a few minutes each day thereafter to feed their litter of babies. In less than a month after they were taken into custody and placed on a waiting list, they are left to fend for themselves. It is crucial to remember that, in the rabbit's defense, she is really assisting her young by reducing the likelihood that their burrow will be discovered by predators. Number 7. Black eagles. When it comes to raising many children, almost any mother who has done so will tell you how difficult it can be to deal with sibling rivalry. While most parents are unaware of when it is suitable to proclaim a truce and bring a disagreement to a close, many are aware of when it is not. While moms are typically content to stand by and watch their daughters fight, this is often the case even if the bigger, stronger sister ends up killing her younger sister as a result of their conduct. Number 6. Grizzly bear. The male sand goby will behave in the manner of a wonderful father figure to their female spouse as long as the female is present. However, the male will engage in more devious behavior while his mother is absent, such as destroying his clutch of eggs and defiling the area where he is attempting to build his nest, to keep himself from being discovered. As part of their complimentary supper, they will eat as many eggs as they can stand up straight. It is their objective to select especially large eggs, because they recognize that these will necessitate more care and resources, hence reducing the overall quantity of work they will be required to do on a daily basis. Number 5. Pandas. However, despite the fact that it's tough to have a negative attitude about these deliciously cuddly mammals, the reality is that they're extremely negligent parents in a variety of ways. According to the National Geographic Society, even though pandas frequently have twins, they almost never care for more than one youngster at a time. Mother will choose the weaker of the two children, and she will begin to overlook him or her in favor of the stronger sibling. However, it is not entirely her fault. Because bamboo is notoriously low in nutritional value, it is practically impossible for a mother to produce enough milk to feed two cubs. For a mother, the decision is still exceedingly tough to make in this situation. At the very least, cubs abandoned in zoos are still cared for since zookeepers do not have to be concerned about limited milk production, which is a concern for the cubs' natural moms when they are abandoned. Number 4. Lion. A male lion's first act after taking leadership of a pride is to murder all of the cubs in the pride, which is one of his first actions after assuming authority. Correct, you have accurately discovered the source of the problem. As a result of the coup, potential dangers who might conduct their own coup in the future are eliminated, and the likelihood that females will mate again in the near future is increased. According to recent surveys, men are not considered to be the world's most responsible parents, even when they do not kill their children in the process. In general, they do not hunt, instead delegating this job to the female members of the pride, and prefer to spend the remainder of the day lazing around in their dens. Number 3. Pigeon Guillemot. The guillemot is a seabird that can be found in a wide variety of habitats in the North Pacific Ocean, including Alaska. However, whereas many birds have strong parental instincts, this particular seabird may not always demonstrate these characteristics. According to a study conducted in 2008, males of the species were found to be commonly responsible for the mortality of chicks in their nests on a consistent basis. According to the experts who conducted an investigation into the problem, they were frequently pecked to death or even tossed off cliffs. During times of food scarcity, the researchers believed that by minimizing rivalry for resources, they would be better able to ensure their own survival. Number 2. Cuckoo. Probably the most well-known awful mother on this list, the cuckoo colludes with other birds to nurture her own young, allowing herself to enjoy life as a solitary bird. By laying her eggs in the nest of another species, she is able to fulfill her goal. Unfortunately for her prey, the cuckoo chick is not an appreciative adoptive parent, which is bad news for her young charges. As opposed to the other bird's legitimate brood, the chick hatches early and grows more swiftly than the smaller chicks, causing the smaller chicks to be forced out of the nest and murdered. Number 1. Harp seals. For the first 12 days, the mothers of these wonderful children are completely dedicated to them. Indeed, they do not consume any food during that time period. Unfortunately, once the feeding is through, that's the end of the mother-child bonding. She'll be out of the house, ready to mate again shortly thereafter. In contrast to many other species that have such sudden weaning periods, the harp seal pup is unable to survive on its own at this time. Instead, it is left stranded on the ice for over a month and a half, making it extremely susceptible to predators during that time. It is expected that the newborns will lose half of their body weight over this extended time of fasting. Finally, when they are approximately 8 weeks old, they are ready to swim and are able to begin foraging for food on their own behalf. It's no surprise that at least 30% of all puppies perish within their first year of life when they have such a difficult upbringing. What do you think about our video? Please let us know in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.